drive down the Bighorn Mountains from Powder River Pass. Not much snow. I drove up here to see how much snow we got, and over the last couple storms, and we haven't got hardly nothing. This should be packed full of snow. Those posts on the side with the extension should be like you shouldn't even be able to see those hardly. Those are for the snow plows. So this is not good for the bighorns. This is Highway 16 and we're heading east, but if you go the other way, you're heading west towards Yellowstone. Sheila, Wyoming Adventures, or 307 Wyoming. I have 2 channels. I love being up in the mountains. I love rocks, birds, fishing, camping, hiking. Live in Buffalo, Wyoming for 43 years. So we're just taking a cruise up here today from Buffalo to see how much snow we have. And it has not been a good winter for snow in the Bighorns. We're at 9,000 feet and this is not good. The trees you see over on both sides are lodgepole pine. And there is moose up here all year long. The elk move off the mountain for the winter. And so do the deer. High. A bad year for snowmobiling and skiing. I don't see how they did much of that this year up here. Aspens. That's what the white trees are. Aspens. Oh, we do have some Douglas firs, mostly down by the creeks, and alpine subalpine fir up really high, and Douglas, well, I said the Douglas fir, Engelmann spruce. There's some aspens right there off to the right, and of course the willows down by the creek. And this is along Muddy Creek. Bumps or frost heaves in the road. That happens every winter. Once the ground unthaws, they go back down. It's just a every winter occurrence. The ground freezes and causes frost heaves. We're going to take a look and see if I can drive up Hazelton Road. A lot of private land back here and state. And it looks like we can drive up here. We'll see how it goes. So this takes you to the southern end of the Bighorns. Lots of roads go off Hazelton Road. There's Forest Service land here too, but there's a lot of private property back here. They don't plow this road. Well, some of the locals might. See, there's a sign that says, yeah, I'm not going down that because I won't get very far. The wind will blow what snow there is. I don't know if you can see that sign. I'm going to show you that sign. All right. And this is Billy Creek Road. So all these people have cabins back here, and some of them live here all year long. So this is what they do: is they leave their vehicles here, and they'll either drive like a four-wheeler or a snowmobile down there, and then they leave these vehicles here. Because sometimes they might need to get back down to their cabin. If they don't, then yeah. Or they drive up with a car and they take their vehicle down there. But you can see they have snow tracks on some of these. Snow tracks. So that's how they get to their property back here. And they have electric back here too. And I'm going to show you the Hazelton Peaks. All right. These are the Hazelton Peaks. This is on the south side of Highway 16 West. Hazelton Peaks. Alright, so you got to see those. You can't see those. Well, you can see part of them when you're driving up the Bighorns, but yeah, you really see them when you go down this road. You know, I can't get very far going down that way. I have taken snowmobiles down this way and ice fished on Dull Knife Reservoir. And there's a reservoir that's been there for a long time, and there's a bunch of cabins around that too. On private property. This road is paved probably about 12 miles, and then it turns into gravel. And there's also a really nice campground down there called Doyle Creek Campground. Pretty little campground. And the water that flows into Dull Knife is Powder River. Powder River starts at Powder River Pass. It's just a bunch of springs that start the creek, and that's what flows down all the way down through Buffalo, not Buffalo, but out past Buffalo, and ends up in the Yellowstone. Flows up north. I know that sounds weird, but all Wyoming's water flows out of the state. No water flows into Wyoming, all goes out. Nice little campgrounds off this road here and there. If you're here in the summer and you want to go camping and you want to go in one of the campgrounds, there's no hookups or anything. They're just basic, like a picnic table and a fire ring. Usually there's a camp host there, but you want to get your spot early because they fill up fast in the summer. Off to the right is Crazy Woman Canyon, and if you haven't ever gone down there, it's definitely worth going down and seeing. It ends down lower, and you can actually connect into the road going to Buffalo, or you can go south to KC. But it's a gravel road. It's a good road. Years and years ago, you used to have to have a four-wheel drive to go down that. Now you don't have to. And I can't go down that road because there's too much snow. And that's Crazy Woman Creek that's coming right. We're going to go right over it here in a second. It starts up at the pass too. And there we went over it, and it's on the right hand side, and it goes down this canyon right here. And that is one rugged canyon, let me tell you. This gets fished really a lot too in the summer right along the highway. And we also have camping off some of these roads where you can just pull off. I guess they call it, I don't remember what they call that kind of camping. Dispersed camping. The only thing with dispersed camping is you can only be so many feet off one of the marked roads. Otherwise, you're going to get a ticket for being so many yards off a road. And the Forest Service does patrol up here. And you have only so many days you can leave your camper anywhere up here on Forest Service land. think it's 14 days, and if you don't move it, you have to move it so many miles, or you will get a ticket for that too. So if you do come up here, it's probably wise to stop at the Forest Service building in Buffalo. They got maps, and they'll show you, the maps will show you all the roads and like places you can camp and kind of the rules up here. And I always tell people this: if you come up here and camp, please pick up your garbage, take it with you. We want to keep these mountains beautiful. I hate to see people's garbage up here, and I have packed out lots of garbage from people that have left it. It's so easy just to take it out, bring a garbage bag, clean up your campsite, leave no trace. I love these mountains. I don't want to offend anybody, but yeah, I've just seen too many people that leave garbage up here. Carved trees. Not good. Videos about the bighorn that say they're the Wyoming's biggest secret. Yeah, years ago it was, but not anymore. It's not a secret. We're getting well known. I think that's a lot to do with social media. I want to say like 20 years ago I'd come up here, and even on a weekend you didn't even hardly see that many people. Now you see people every day of the week up here. Like even today, years ago I'd drive up here in the middle of the week, I'd hardly meet a vehicle. It's not like that anymore, and that's how it is. I mean, it is what it is. People like to get out and see things and enjoy being outdoors. It's everybody's mountains. Oh, that's a big one. Oh, forgot. I kind of know where all these are at, the frost heaves. I'm gonna pull off here and show you guys. I've showed this view many times, but this is a perfect place to see the peaks. Oh. You know what? I did this once before. This is not it. This is Elgin Park Road. There was a raven. It's a loop. It's like 3 miles loop, and it used to be paved. It's not paved anymore because the Forest Service doesn't pave it. Here's another big one, but it's a pretty ride, and actually there's a lot of camping down there, a lot of open parks, meadows. We call them parks here, a lot of people call them meadows. But yeah, and there's also a lot of horseback trails back there and ATV trails. So if you're into that kind of thing, that's kind of a good spot to go. You can get a camper back there easily. Not a problem. The gravel road is in good shape. And there's another road that takes off from that goes down even lower. And there's like a trailhead there. Like I said, if you get a map from the Forest Service, they'll show you all that. Probably the better of the ATV trails are in that area. So if you're into ATVs and motorcycles, horseback riding, it's a good spot to go. The horse trails are not the same as the ATV trails either. The horse trails are pretty neat. They really get you into some nice timber. Oh, these frost heaves. Woo. Here's my spot. Whoa. Busy talking. I almost overlooked it. We have a Wyoming YDOT maintenance camp up here. We just passed it not too long ago. So there's 3 homes up here, and these guys are on duty all year long, keeping the roads nice. They do one heck of a good job. I know a lot of people complain about our roads in Wyoming in the winter, but we don't use salt. And I'm glad, because it's hard on vehicles. But it is what it is. So like if you're on 80, you're going to have to expect some bad roads if it's storms. Well, yeah, there's the Bighorn. That's Darton right there. And that's Bighorn Peak. I love Bighorn Peak. Climb that. And that's Loaf Mountain. A lot of deep valleys back this way, like Sourdough, where they did a lot of logging way back in the 40s and 50s. So, alright, I'm gonna stop this here with this amazing view and let you guys go. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.